Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Now, this guy here is Richardo McDonald, and what I'm hearing is that he was deported from Canada back to Jamaica. He's Jamaican born, and for some reason, even though he is a deportee, and his record should show the reason he was deported from Canada, the Barbadian authorities have allowed him into Barbados. Okay, Barbados, there's enough of him in Barbados already. You don't need any more. Okay, but they're saying that he is usually, let me go back, he was deported from Canada to Jamaica because of violations against females. Okay, and he is seen on Instagram bragging about his conquests and what he has done to females. Okay, now he is in Barbados and he's working through King of Fade, is a barber shop, and recently someone has complained that he put something on them that made them not themselves, DRUG, and they barely escaped his clutches. And it was indicated from the females, one female, that maybe he's being protected by the police in Barbados, and the police in Barbados didn't really care about their situation. They were about to leave Barbados. There were visitors in Barbados. They were about to leave, so they couldn't push it, but they did put out a video via TikTok. Anyhow, this guy, they're saying to me that he's bad news. He does it to women. He is a predator, and he has a record. He boasts of it online, but yet he is in Barbados. I don't think Barbadian females actually understand what it means. They have a glimpse of it, but they really don't really understand what it means, because anyone who can take from a woman something that she's not given, or even if you're not taking it from a woman, if you're taking it from a male, because they too are predated upon, or a child, and at some stage of the act, they're not tears anymore. There's disappointment, there's fear, there's anger, there's pain, there's a resolve that is going to take that person through to the end of their life, that it's something that can never be forgotten. Not all women are DRUG GED. Some women are very much alert when it's happening, and the male, the predator, would see it. They would see it in the face. They would see it in the eyes. They would see it in their mouths, the throat, the chest. You see it. You see the damage you're doing. So then for Barbadian women to talk about these kind of men who can change, and records show that when they have a proclivity to doing that particular thing, it's called the art, called grape. We call it grape because we're on YouTube and we're on other, platforms. But for people who do that, there's no changing them. There's no changing someone that can do something like that. You have someone there like that also. His name is Winston Clark. Winston Clark, for you to violate someone like that, the only thing that has changed is the person that you committed that act against. You change the person that you commit that act against. You don't change, because a human being cannot do that. A human, or someone trying to be human being. You're trying, you're being human. Someone who wants to be human, someone who wants to explore being physical and coming into themselves. You cannot commit that particular act against someone. No matter how, you can go up there and rob, you can go up there and do certain things. There's certain things you can do. But for you to commit that act against a body, a human being, someone who also is trying to be human and saying no, 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 no. And you can see the damage you are doing. You can see and you understand the damage you are inflicting on that particular someone. You cannot change. You will not change. The only thing that changes is the person, is the victim. That's why anyone that is predated upon, it's your right, and it should be a mandate for you to speak out. You should speak out. You should warn other people about the person that did it to you. You should warn other people. It should be a mandate. It should be part of the law that if something like that happens to you, you should speak out about it. Okay? So this guy here is being talked about right now. It's coming to me, and it's in a private session. They're talking about him right now, his predatory ways and why he was deported from Canada and how he's being protected by the people who are like him within the Barbados police service gang. They're just like him. They're just like him, and there are a lot of people like him in Barbados. So he's going to nest well in Barbados. He's going to fare very well in Barbados because no one could tell him to come back. But for now, we want to talk about this guy. We want to talk about him, Richardo McDonald. He goes as Richardo McDonald. He is a born Jamaican. He's living in Barbados, King of Fade, the barbershop. And I'm sure that some female will hear this. They will hear this, and they will take their son into his barbershop on Saturday or Sunday. They will tell their man, oh, he does some good things, go to this bar. They will support him. They have no clue. No clue. No wonder that entity, that consciousness that came in said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. You are oblivious. You go through life oblivious. You go through life thinking that it's going to get better when you're not making any suggestion. You're not doing anything for life to be better. You're not doing anything to make sure that you leave this particular realm in a better place than you found it. You're not doing anything to push that agenda. You're not doing it. You're not doing it, okay? And you expect things to get better. You think someone says that they're changed. You think that someone's saying that they're changed. And I'm telling you that the only thing that changes from that someone is the person that they committed the crime against. There's an innocence that's lost. There's an innocence that's lost when certain things happen to you. It wakes you up. It wakes you up to the biblical text that says the heart of man is evil. The heart of man is evil. It wakes you up to that. Okay? So I'm telling you now what is being said. Go to YouTube, go to Google, go to whatever pages you will go to when you do your searches and find out more about this Richardo McDonald. Find out more about him. They're saying he has a history of violations. He has a history. If I find it, if I can find anything out of Canada about him, I'll put him on my registry, but I haven't found it. This is all what I'm hearing through Instagram and through people coming to me on WhatsApp, but he is a person of interest in Barbados. Not that the police care, because the police will protect him, because it's just a reflection of who you have as police people. He is a reflection of what you have in the police force. That's why he has not been arrested, because people are saying that he did it to them in Barbados, but yet, he's still around. Some people are saying that, he's up on bail and, he has, but he's still in Barbados. He's in Barbados. Okay, he is in Barbados, and you will try to stop other people from coming to Barbados, other decent people from coming to Barbados, but have him there all hugged up, or having him hands on you, doing your hair or whatever he does, you will have him there. Richardo McDonald, he's a person of interest. He's a person of interest. He's a person of interest, okay? Not to the police. Forget about your police. He's a person of interest to you and your girl children. He's a person of interest to you, okay? Be careful out there. Remember that anyone who has a history of what it is said that he does, if that is part of his history, he's not going to change. He's not going to change. Okay, that is also part of Winston Clark's history. He's not going to change. The only thing that changes are the victims. The victims. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.